So, this is my front door. I currently have it open because the hallway that leads into my room is really dark. So we're just gonna have it open and you're gonna hear the air conditioning for a little bit. On the door is a bunch of prints and keychains. We can start from top here. We have the Genjin siblings. We have jjgays right here. If there's any artists watching this video, do not print on this Epson photo paper because it slowly turns red. I have a couple of prints like the one down here. I think this is by the same artist. Yeah, it slowly fades into this reddish color. I have a Team Rocket print right here, some V3 prints, my Sun Razor here, some cam badges, so OC Cat, that is Pom Pom, Zhao, Ganyu, Bochi, Kimi no Doke print because this is I need to watch season 2. I haven't gone to season 2 yet. Silver Wolf, more Mikus. They're a little scattered around here, but they're all the Senkai Mikus. Power and Denji print. This is an original character print of a cat, and it's kind of like giving like lo-fi girl vibes. Got another Kimi no Toke of the main girl and the two besties. This is a Kirby print with flowers. The jjgays, my Ronin husband, yeah, I would count him number 2, and then obviously my son that goes with him. Gojo over here, we have a Miku print, another Miku print, a Shoto keychain, and down at the very bottom is a very damaged print from Spy X family of Yor and Anya. We can now close the door and not have to hear the air conditioning. Yippee! These are all jjgay prints. Again, they're fading red because of the paper. My husband, Jing Yuan, Pura, not Pokra. That's a different anime. This is a Project Senkai print. That is a Miku print. That is a Golden Sun print. Golden Sun mentioned in 2025. Holy shit, no way. Oh, that is Lost Age. That is original Golden Sun. That is a Vox Akuma print, a Harvest Moon print. My husband's down there. Platoon 1, Platoon 2, my girls, love them. We have Bochi, we have, I almost called her March. No, different game, Mashu, lovely. Above my door is my sash from prom. I did not win prom king, but I'm high school class of 2020 and we know what happened that year, so I never had a prom. So a bunch of my friends, she was like, hey, let's have a prom and just hang out together. And she gave all 12 of us sashes, and I got prom king. So that's why I had that Bochi keychain that my brother got me. Above that is a streamer from Miku Expo that I got in 2024. Above that is all my Touhou tin badge that I've gotten over the years. Every order you get from Amirami, you get an extra badge with your fumo, and yeah, to say the least, I'm a little crazy. Above that is a GameStop pre-order bonus if you got Fire Emblem Engage. I never pre-ordered it, but my friend works there and I bought Engage, and he was like, yo, you want these? And I was like, sure. So I put them up there. So I'll go from up and down. So that's, I think her name's Curie from Bochi the Rock, Kirby from Smash, Kaon, all the girlies here. Got Buet, got a side up print. Got Kafka up there. We have Skull Kid with the Majora's Mask. We have Ina, gotta step back because they're not showing off the entire thing, like Wotan here with a Wotan keychain. And then we got a Yunjin with a bunch of ghost Pokemon. This is like, if Genjin characters were not in Genshin, I would put them in Pokemon. A lot of them would fit the Pokemon theme. Up here is a Ganyu print. I'm thinking about replacing that one once I'm running out of room because that one is pretty old and kind of damaged. Yeah, Mari here. We have from Omori, Aubrey from Omori. We have Dry Bone Zet. Yes, that is her name. Below the Yunjin print, I just realized, is a Gumi and Miku just hanging out of the cafe, suffering the same thing as the jjgay prints on my door. It's turning yellow. Up here we have Mochi and Kira as maids from the school festival. Yes, there you go. Miss Daria's I Still Miss You. A Bouzette print, Dusk print, another Bouzette print, another Kiri print, 2 from the quintuplets, I Gotta Step Over, the White Void, Dahung in his IL costume along with the keychain right there. We got Nan, we got March 7th. This print is like beautiful. Rin in the middle one's from Meltdown. I think, no, the one on the left is from Meltdown. I don't know what the other two are from. A fake fan! Got this Marin print that a lot of you probably recognize if you live on Instagram from that one guy. This is an original character print. That is also an original character print. These are original character body pillows. I think I have a video talking about why I bought these. I'll put it at the end, or there's a reason why there's a card here pointing towards my Jing Yuan print. TLDR, I went to AX during 2023. I was bidding on some cardboard cutouts of these two, not in this art, but in different arts. And I didn't win them, so I felt bad, and I was like, hey, can I buy these body pillows? They're like, oh, these are our last ones, so they gave me a deal. So yeah, that's why I have them. This wall is currently a work in progress wall. I'd like to have this wall filled with my husband. I just haven't gone to a lot of shows recently where they've drawn Jing Yuan. Anyway, 1, 2, I currently have 2 on this wall, and this is my bed. The bed is from IKEA. Everything is actually IKEA except for the pillow. I got that at Target recently. Anyway, excuse me, pillow. These are prints that I've got commissioned except for this one. This one I just got from Artist Alley. These are all commissions. These prints on my desk. My husband, March, and Lord Shah. This is the curtain. This is a wall scroll of Marin. I actually was planning to give this to my brother, but then I kept it because I liked it too much. He doesn't really like it anyway because Marin's eyes reminds him of that one edit of the Kentai girls. And I was like, yeah, that's fair, but titties. Under Marin is a plushie and Mimikyu Fumo. I don't think this is a Yukari. I have a acrylic stand of a Fumo, and I have a hanging Fumo hiding behind this Chun-Li wall scroll by the same artist, as you can see. My air conditioner unit. On top of my air conditioner unit is Ishika from Quintuplets. Behind her is Bernadetta. Bernadetta used to be on my door. I duct taped her to my door and then she fell off. Pom-Pom. Not Pom-Pom. A Paimon mystery box figure. Pom-Pom. Above that is a Jing Yuan print because I eventually want a bunch of Jing Yuan prints to go across and then meet over there. I'll have to figure out my wall scroll situation if that happens. Have the gang. The gang's all here with March, Stell, Dahong, and Pom Pom. This is where everything happens. This is a Samsung monitor. This is Asus's 2020 Asus Nitro 5. I live with the internet right next to me, so I can have the Ethernet. Yippee! Pair of headphones, keyboard. ASMR. That sounds like ceramic. Nice. Oh, but under my keyboard and mouse is a Bochi mouse pad. There you go. I was like, what the fuck was this called? On my desk is a bunch of stickers. If I went over them individually, this video would take forever. So I have a bunch of stickers here. Stickers here, I have a bunch of stickers here. Veg. Under my air conditioner is a print of the Apex Legends weapons, along with a keychain of Bloodhound and Loba. Got over here my Oshi, Selene, a bunch of Selene keychains. I miss her very much. Over here is my personal wall. Everything that's covered with construction paper, all like personal. So up here is Violet Evergarden, and then a bunch of badges that I've gotten over the years from selling at events and stuff. I think a couple worth noting here is the obvious one over here. ALA, Anime Los Angeles, is known as like one of the first ribbon cons. I don't have like a gigantic ribbon like some other people do that like you can throw it off from like a 5-foot window and then like have it hit the cement. But it's quaint. I love it, and I love to go back to ALA and like make a flag. I want to make a flag of ribbons. I don't want to make like a gigantic thing. I want to make a flag. That'd be pretty cool. The cut sleeves I got from Anime Impulse Bay Area. The Kea prints. I think everything else is kind of like self-explanatory. Look at the screen. I have an Ito print because every gay man has a crush on Ito at least once in their life. So that did not exclude me. I also had a phrase where I loved kakegurui, so I have one print. I think I had a couple, but they got damaged, so I gave those away. This is the only one that's left. And then down here is a Paper Mario X Dungeon Meshi. So up here, this is above my closet. Up here is a bunch. Inside is a bunch of figure boxes. Because I keep a majority of my figure boxes. I've been throwing away a lot of prize figure boxes because those are cheap, but scaled figure boxes, them Johns are not cheap, so I keep those. Anyway, these are prints of all the Project Senkai groups. So Leonid, Vivid Bat Squad, More Jump, Wonder Time Showtime. Yeah, that's not their name. And Night Core at 1 a.m. And then these two wooden charms of Yor and Lloyd. These are, I think, all done by the same artist. We start from over here. This is an ornament keychain of Chandelure, along with a mini print of Silverwolf. This is a Chandelure keychain, along with a piece of wood and Arceus metal cards. And then above that is a Squirtle keychain, a Charmander keychain, Nendoroid easel standees. I just don't know where to put them. And then we got a shiny Lapras keychain over here as well. That's a land tax card. We have Kuropi from the McDonald's Yu-Gi-Oh collab. These are all my lanyards that I've gotten over the years of going to conventions. I think that's a Miku print behind it from Japan Crate when they collabed with Miku. My Miku Expo lights, yeah, very epic, with Luka, my wife, in it. Very cool. Got Miku, a couple of other boxes, and like extra light bulbs behind Miku. A bunch of business cards that I use for videos because I need people's ads. My husband, super glue, Gojo, behind Gojo's belts. My wife's hanging out with the Amiya from Arknights, the trio, the gang's all here. My son Waddle Dee behind everybody, including our god. Have Amori plushies of Amori, Kel, Aubrey, Hiro, and Mari from the Dreamscape realm. There you go, that's what they're called. Behind them is a bunch of boxes. So you got more box. You got a bell bag up there. You have a Kirby face mask of my other son, and then we have a wife keychain because that one broke, and I was like, bro. Over here is my work in this is like indefinitely in work in progress until like it's full. Then when it's full, then like I'll be like big sad. But there's a bunch of enamel pins, there you go, and a bunch of keychains of many different things. You can look at the screen. This is what it looks like right now. If I was to go into depth with it, this video would take forever. I will go in depth with what's on top of my dresser, which has a couple of stickers. What's on top of it? So we have Natasha, my son, light that I won at Dave & Buster's, husband, a bunch of push pins, magnetic push pins, my evil son, a Klee bomb mug because I thought it was cool and wanted my own mug, a Jing Yuan arm sleeve, my wallet. I think one of my only official keychains I have of my husband, pocket knife, an acrylic stand, playable boobs, acrylic stands of all my husbands. High-key also my Ava shrine. We also got my son over there, my latest son that I've had. Over here is my shonen husband number. Did I say Toji was my number 2? He's my number 1. He may have 3 wives, but he doesn't have a husband. Over here, I'll talk about the top and then go downwards. If we're talking about the top, this wall is slowly becoming the Ib wall because Ib is like, as a kid, Ib was kind of like my identity for a little bit there. So that's the first ib print, and then I got another one, and I got another one. And I was like, well, if people are gonna keep drawing ib, I'm just gonna like take over this wall with ib prints because I think that'd be really funny. Up here is my first technical bunny figure made by Freeing. This one is Miku's Celebration to You version, I believe. We have a racing Miku right here. We have Cynthia and Garchomps right next to her. Behind them is a bunch of acrylic stands of my wife army. There is a Halloween Miku right there that my sister got me. There you go, it's focusing. Wow, there she is. My wife, Rika, very epic. Life in the back right there. Over here we have a Miku, and then behind Amiya here is another Miku, and then obviously Amiya with the penguin. This one's really cool. I think this is my latest figure edition. Technically, yeah. I actually just wanted the quote-unquote light version where she doesn't have the Uber scooter and everything. But then I found this one for like the same price as the light version. So I was like, well, this is like my hot people shelf. So we have Type 95. This is my first 1/4 figure ever. Probably like the best one that I'll ever have, unless that Eden one is also 1/4. Praying that Eden Bunny is 1/4. Around her is a bunch of hot people. My shonen husband, Ito, I think Goro. Is Goro there? Yeah, Goro's there. Veldor from Tenshura. Monoto mentioned. Veldora, Kakashi from Naruto, Toji. All of this is sitting on top of IKEA Rutstas, because I like the metal look over the clear glass look. Also, I could put prints easierly by just using magnets. So this is my wife's shelf. There's a bunch of figures of my wife. Down here is my Pokemon shelf. So I have a figure of Dawn, Nate on the right of her, Rosa on the left of her. Behind them is Elisa and Skyla. In the middle there's a bunch of mini figures of Pokemon. I think there's Gengar, Grimer, Chandelure, Lampent right there. There's also acrylic stands of the subway bosses, Indigo and Emmett. Marnie is also there chilling, and then we also have two mystery box figures of Chandelure. Can you guys guess what my favorite Pokemon is? Down here, kind of like a miscellaneous shelf because I don't know where else to put these. So there's two Mikus. There's Yami Yugi behind the Motor Crusader Saber. Down here is a bunch of boxes. Also got shoes. These are Fila Miku collab shoes. Changed the shot so that I could see what the fuck I'm looking at. So behind it, the only pink girl that's not here, or the only girl that's not pink in here, is this Miku in the background. At the time, I'm gonna open this door so that we can get like a closer look at these. I think at the time I spent way too much on her, but because I think she goes for a lot less than what I paid for her. But you know, I have her now and she's really nice. Her like kimono, her outfit is actually insane. Good Smile did an insane job on her. Behind her is a clear file Miku, a quintuplets print, a Luka figure, or yeah, of my wife. It's kind of ugly to be honest. Damn you, Sega. A couple of acrylic stands of my wife, a Kiran badge of my wife. Have 3 Sakura Mikus. I think this is the best one that I got recently, and then this one's iconic, and then this one is like my guilty pleasure favorite. Down here is my Genjin shelf. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that Ningguang's box is huge and heavy, I probably would have sold her by now, but I mean, this is Ningguang we're talking about here, so I don't really mind. So around Ningguang is Baishi, Ganyu, and a Ganyu with Wooloo keychain up there. But yeah, this Ningguang figure is crazy to say the least. And then down here is kind of like my bunny shelf, or somewhat my bunny shelf. Behind the bunnies is, excuse me, Miku. Behind the bunnies is a figure of Yuri Lowell and Rapide from Tales of Vesperia. In the corner over there is a figure of Natalie from Tales of the Abyss. And then she's pointing her arrow towards Bethel, because to keep Bethel in check. Thank you for your cooperation, Miku. I will move you back now. In front is the bunnies, as you can see, with 2 Mikus. This is my most recent bunny Miku, another bunny Miku, and then these 2 bunnies from 10 Count. I actually don't know their names. I just got them because they were on sale on Ami, and I was like, I got them because they were like my first technical BL. I never read 10 count, gotta get around to it, but I just remember maybe around like junior year, like all the girlies were like cackling about 10 count. I was like, what the fuck is that? And they wouldn't tell me. And then my friends told me what 10 count was. I was like, what the fuck? Gay said. My last Rudsta, this is like my fancy girl party. Yeah. Shelf with, I think it's M Spock Mod 4. I think that's her name. This is her party dress version. Behind her is a Sava M14. She's on an hourglass. That one's super sick. In front is this Miku figure, very epic. This is a prize figure of my wife, cook stand of my wife. Down here is, honestly, it's just surtr plus friends. So this surtr figure is super sick, by the way. Silver Ash and Ump 9 from Girls Frontline. These two are from Arknights. Behind is a print of a Silver Ash and a Gosho right there. I'm thinking about selling Up 9 so that I can make space for other figures, but that's a future me problem. Down here is my Beach Girls shelf. We have, I think her name's Shining. I think that's Angela. Scale figure is surtr. I have a Miku prize figure in the back. What's her name? She got like a long ass fuck ass name. And yeah, they're all at the beach. It's very epic and very cool. So this is I think the classic, I think this is a Billy. I think this is just a really tall Billy and not Billy the kid from Zenless Zone Zero. No, this is IKEA Billy. On top is the Donald's kids meal box. Yeah, very epic. In the middle is Mako. She's wearing a Santa hat because my brother put a Santa hat on her. It unironically looks really cute, so I just left her on her. And then on the right of Mako is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Sanrio Donald's Kids Meal collab box. I kept both. Below that, there you go, is my Mamamoo shelf. Every single album Mamamoo has put out except for their debut. No, they didn't have one for their debut. I think I'm only missing Piano Man. Mamamoo, please come back. We miss you so much. In front of all that is a bunch of Kirby mystery boxes along with a I think her name is Yukina. Yeah, that's her name. From Bandori. Very cool. We got Barbara over there. We got my son up here. And yeah, a bunch of Kirby mystery boxes. Down here is a Miku figure, two Miku figures, a scale figure, a prize figure. Behind that is Supercell's Supercell album. And on the right of it is Supercell's EP of Great Distance. We have my second shonen husband here. We have the boys from Vivid Bad Squad. We have my wife, and we have a minifigure of Miku from the Quintuplets. Below that is kind of like a music shelf. Not really themed, kind of just like wherever the fuck I could place things. On top of it is two Mimikyu plushies. I believe this one is a fake, and then this one is the authentic one. We have Miku again from Quintuplets. We have Ufficial from Arknights. A gun. This is the Type 95 that's supposed to go with that Type 95. We have a stress ball of Tomo from Bandori. We have Rin in her Zenba Sakura outfit. We have Okayu. Down here is kind of like my gamer shelf. So in the back are two sealed copies of Final Fantasy Echoes of Time and Rings of Fate. I got those from the Square Enix site in 2022. That was crazy, and they're still brand new. That was crazy. We have a Miku prize figure, a Nezuko scale figure. This is the Splatoon 2 soundtrack. Behind it is a bunch of CDs for Project Senkai, and I think that's E-Train Odyssey Millennia Girl, the collector's edition. Down here is a bunch of Pokemon miscellaneous stuff. So I have this is a Mudkip knockoff plushie right behind a official Mudkip plushie. We have a Gloria plush. Some of y'all probably recognize this Eevee and an evil Pikachu. Down here, the bottom shelf is a figure of a pop-up parade of Ran from Bandori Raihin and a bunch of K-pop albums, kind of miscellaneous stuff. Over here again are the Miku shoes, and then I have a Miku plush of, yes, I have a Miku plush. There's a bunch of boxes. The only box that has stuff is this is my boy Shaman. On top of all my boxes, this is a Ningguang box I was talking about earlier, by the way. Shit is heavy. On top of all these figure boxes are my two K-pop light sticks. So I have a light stick of from Luna because I still miss them. And then a Dreamcatcher light stick because my sister found out about this damn scepter that Dreamcatcher has, and I was like, yo, Dreamcatcher. And I did genuinely like Dreamcatcher's music. So yeah, I just got their light stick because my sister wanted one. So I was like, yo, I want one too. My favorite light stick though is this the Electric Shock. Not to be confused with Electric Shock by FX. We have 2 Splatoon plushies, green squid, yeah, bunch of boxes. This is a Miku duffel bag. And then on this wall, on top, I already talked about the touhou fumo cam badges. There you go. I was like, what the fuck? Here's a bunch of Miku prints. Miku with 2 Miku keychains. Bowsette and Boozette's print that I think my friends gave me. Yeah, during AX. And then Miku prints. These are all done by the same artist. 2 Miku keychains. Wonder Showtime and Nightcore. Over here, my light switch is an Ina print. This is the backing that came with the light stick. There you go. I just decided to keep it and punched a hole in it, and now it's kind of like a mini print. These are 2 Weiss cards that are on my light switch. Quincy from New Carnival. My husband, Cha, very epic. A tower fan. These are my bookshelves. This is the final thing in my room that I'm going to be talking about today. I have a bunch of stickers. Again, if I went in detail of what was here, we would be here forever. We have a Team Skull print on the side here. On top of this bookshelf is a bunch of Splatoon manga. This is a Grand Blue Fantasy clear bag because some places I need clear bags. So I have keychains of my wife, just in case if I ever go to a place that needs clear bags. This is just water so that I can clean. This is also, again, just water. This is a Miku plush, Sakura Miku, wearing a Kirby hat because I thought that would be funny. On top of that is Fire Emblem tea set. I think I have this one and Mail Buy List somewhere, and they got tea in it still. And then, woohoo! I have this figure of Marin of her winking. She's a good time cosplay. This is empty. I think. Oh no, there's still. I think this is technically my most recent figure that I got that I just haven't opened yet. This is a Pop-Up Parade large of Ryoko from Kill la Kill in her delinquent school outfit. I need to open that one up soon. Over here is kind of miscellaneous shit. There's the other buy list box, the mail buy list box, the actual bookshelf over here. Let's talk about the other side real quick before I get distracted. This is a tower fan, another tower fan. These 2 stickers like my friends gave to me. On this side of the bookshelf, again, a bunch of stickers. Wow, stickers. The only thing worth noting is this chic print over here on the other bookshelf. Everything else is self-explanatory. Just, whoa, look at the screen, look at the screen. This is, oh, these are my headphones. These are napkins when I gotta blow my nose. This is I actually don't know what this is. Under that is a bunch of manga. So over here are a couple of art books. That is a Pokemon box. Got some Pokemon cards in it. That is the Furin soundtrack. Got a step closer so that you guys can look at it. That is a Gojo bookmarker, Himmel. That's a prize figure. Got a prize figure of Yubel over here as well. This is a scale figure of Harua. She's from Konkole. This is her name. Soul Eater, the deluxe edition. I think I'm missing 14 and 15. And then My Dress Up Darling. These 2 are the only 2 mangas I'm keeping up with right now. My Dress Up Darling, I think I'm missing excuse me, Haru. I think I'm missing, yeah, I'm up to 12. I think we're on 13, and then English 14 is like the final one, so I'm just missing those 2. Down here, this is also Furin. I think this is the Yaosoba Deluxe Single Edition. Wow, showing you guys a lot. There's a CD under there. We have Fern and Stark. These 2 are prize figures. Excuse me, Tassel. Yep, Stark. We have Goodbye Airy. We have Nana. We have Laid Back Camp. We have my local friends are making a manga. It's called the Bohemian Trials. If there's anybody you want to check out today, it'd be them. They got a whole ass manga, man. That's crazy. Go for it. Nakura-kun and Seaside Stranger. Oh, what is this? This is G Fuel. I won't say G Force. That's an entirely different anime. That's a G Fuel cup that I got during AX when they collabed with Gundam. This is a Touhou project art book by Ray. I think this is back in 2018. That's crazy. Ray did the art for Lee Enfield from Girls Frontline, and Lee Enfield at the time was like my favorite girl. So I got an art book from him, and I also just picked up that Touhou book because Touhou. It literally says it, a catalog and interview from Hololive X Omori when Omori did a collab with Omocat, not Omori. He did a collab with Hololive. Bunch of Pokemon plushies from the Halloween set. Forgot what year it is, but I got the entire set because they're really epic. Got Judd over here from Splatoon, and we have a Pusheen Milk plush over there. How do you end room tours? What the fuck? Wow. My dream is like this time next year, right in the middle here, is that Eden's bunny comes out and it's a 1/4, and I like to have him in the middle here, in between hot women and, well, Hatsune Miku can be hot sometimes, but like this is my purity shelf. And like him in the middle, that'd be really funny. That's my dream goal. Other than having this void over here filled.